Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Mennings. And in today's episode, we're on part 4 of the extensive beginner's guide. And I'm going to be going through today bounty hunting, ship-to-ship combat, basically. I'm going to put timestamps in the description. And you can jump from me showing you around the ship and doing the first mission to then jumping on Arena Commander and showing you a little bit more in there. So we hope you like this one, guys. If you do like this one, don't forget to take that pointer and tickle that like button. It really does help us out. And don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. We've also got memberships now in the we've also got memberships now in the channel, and you can get the link to that in the description and join on. And for a small fee each month, you can get priority replies to comments and badges and emojis. And as the channel grows, obviously we won't be able to keep replying to everybody. It's starting to take time now when we do reply to people, and so that's one of the benefits of having that. And also you'll get a shout out in the next video from when you join. So yeah, so we hope you like that one, guys. And the code dropping down now, if you're new to Star Citizen, use that code as a referral and it'll push me up in them rankings and help me to achieve more stuff in Star Citizen, and give you 5,000 credits when you first start. So quickly, on another note, you may hear me saying commands to my ship time to time, and that is basically a voice command tool that I've got. So basically I play with a pad, and it's difficult to do everything while I'm fighting with the pad. So sometimes I need that third hand to press keys on my keyboard, and that's what this voice command tool does. It basically allows me to press keys with my voice. So the tool itself is called Emily, and I've been using it for a few days. You can get a 14-day trial on it and to see how you like it yourself, and then it costs $15 to actually buy the software once you do that. And the good guys over at Emily have given us a discount code Noobs25, and you get 25% off the price of that by using that code. So thanks to them guys for that. The guys have shown me in the Discord how to use the software, and they're happy to help people and do regular voice chats with people and video chats with people, just to show the software and help people out if they need it. So one thing we know about software, guys, is the people behind it, the tech team behind it, as well as the technical assistance they give to people. And these guys have shown that they are willing to do that and can help people, and that's a big plus for me in my books when you're choosing software. So big up to them guys over at Emily, and thank you for the code to let you guys get a discount on that.
Crusader, consider the lunar siblings Selen, Daymar, and Yellow. These beautifully preserved moons offer adventure and...
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my Gladius.
Vehicle retrieval system.
I'm going to claim it. It's over at sailing. File a claim. And when you file a claim for a ship,
your insurance claim has been sent.
Don't just pay the expedited fee. I know it's only like this, but you might as well wait for this time to run down. Even though it's 4 minutes, if you pay the expedited fee, it's going to cost you this much, but you're still going to have to wait a minute and 30. So you might as well wait for that 1 minute and 30 and then pay the fee here. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around the ship, talk to you about the ship and the components of the ship, or the elements of the ship that you'll use, and then we'll go and pick up a mission and we'll do that mission. And then what I'll do is I'll jump over to Arena Commander and talk to you more about how you can learn fighting skills in Arena Commander. So that's what this video is going to be about. So what I'm going to do is I'll jump this video forward in a minute, and actually I'll just wait the minute out and just grab the ship on the expedited fee. So we go back to the expedite. Yeah, you'll see it's only 39 seconds, and then we can pay the expedite fee and get it instantly. So yeah, today is going to be about dogfighting and stuff like that. So hopefully you'll like this one. And what we'll do is we'll do different bounties at a low value target, so they're not that good basically. And it gives you a chance to get used to fighting. And the next step up from that is LRT, and then MRT, and then HRT and VHRT. So they go up in rank from low to high risk targets, and that's what you'll go
Safety is a
to
top
next.
priority for all of us at Crusader, and we want your help.
So I'm going to
Your
pay that
vehicle
now.
has been moved to our storage
Go back,
facility.
and then that'll we can retrieve
Vehicle
that.
selected.
Crusader security.
Stand by.
Together,
Your
we can
vehicle
set
has been
the
delivered to the
right
following
course.
location.
Hangar 6, let's do this.
Please.
Boom, yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Doom. Go. Somebody in that hangar. Choose the next one.
Be sure to explore
Someone in every. Someone in there. Got hangar people now. We got lift people.
this journey.
Hangar 6, we're going to. Give them this loot. Adios. So here is my my Gladius. Here she is, and I've named her People Grim Reaper because she goes and collects people's souls. And it was basically sponsored by Peeper. And she's got a storage locker here, so you can access your storage if you need to. And then she's got two missiles this side and a size 3 missile, and a size 3 non-gimbled weapon. That's a laser repeater, so it doesn't run out of ammo. It's based on your power consumption. Then you've got a ballistics weapon, which does have ammo, so you will run out of ammo with that. And then again, two size 2s and a size 3 missile, and then another size 3 laser repeater. So that voice software I was talking about earlier, they have a pack, Star Citizen pack that you can download. It's a plugin, and you can sort of edit the plugin yourself. You have to duplicate it, and then you can edit it, and it has certain commands in there. Like, so one of them would be coming up to this ship here. You've got your player commands where you set torch and stuff like that, and it would turn your torch on. And then they have some of them where you would come up to your Gladius, like I said, you would set command Gladius, and it would then set a procedure of bringing out the ladder, climbing in, and all that stuff, and then set a command set for the Gladius, so everything you say is based on the Gladius. So that's another thing with the Emily software. But what I'm using it for is a third hand, where I can just set certain things that I want, and over time I'll look at the Star Citizen pack and see what things I can use in it. But for now, I basically just set a few commands that I know I need off the cuff, like my shield powers and stuff like that. So I'm just going to get into this and just as normal, and just go about it. Let's get about it. So I'm going to quickly show you around the ship, and I did do a basic guide in the first one that I did, so I'm going to quickly go over it again. So VTOL here, by pressing K, you can turn your VTOL on and off, and that basically is vertical takeoff and landing for the bigger ships. Then you've got your coupled mode. Coupled mode, if it's turned on and I push up in a direction, as soon as I let go of my sticks, the thrusters will counteract the direction I'm going in and bring me to a stop. So that's good for new players. When you're dogfighting, it's good to have it off, because you could be coming nose to nose with another pilot, and you might want to turn so that you are still traveling the same direction you was going, but you're facing the opposite direction, so now you're traveling backwards, and as they start passing you can start pushing the opposite thrust and start going forward and sort of meet their speed, but you're already facing their direction. So that's a good way of using coupled mode. ESP, I can't remember too much what that is. I've never had to use it, and some people in the comments may be able to tell me what that is. And gear is your landing gear. Then here you have a booster that you'll use. It can also be an air brake. Then you've got your velocity. This chevron shows how fast you're going. Even if you're going backwards, it'll still go up, because that's the speed you're going. It just depends which direction. Then you've got your speed limiter. So this chevron will, once it hits this limiter here, will stop. You can change it so that this is hatched instead of solid, and it won't. It will just ignore it and go past it, which is what a lot of stick users will do. To take that speed limiter up, you just roll your mouse up and down, mouse wheel up and down, and that takes it there, takes it up. Then you've got the blue section, which is SEM speed, which is a safe speed for flying around in atmosphere and stuff, and you've got more control of your ship. And then your red is you're going to have less control but you're going to go faster. So like if you're going in a certain direction that you want to just get to, then that's good for that. Then you've got your little radar thing here, which also comes up here. Then you've got your direction of travel. Then you've got your G-safe, which is the G-forces, so you don't black out. You've got your compass at the top. You've got your electromagnetic heat, you've got your heat here, how much heat you're giving off. The cross-section, so how fat your ship is in the cross-section, and then your electromagnetic. And these, the less these are, the less impacts these missiles, the less effects missiles will have at targeting you. So if you've got a fat cross-section, then people with cross-section missiles will be able to target you better, and same with these, the electro and heat type of missiles. Because you have different types of missiles. You have the you have the heat missiles that will go after heat signature. You have missiles that go after cross-section, and you have missiles that will go after electromagnetic impulses. And so that's so basically, depending on what missiles coming after you, you can try and mask some of this by turning certain things off and sending out shafts and clouds and stuff like that. Then here you've got your altimeter, and that will turn into pitch, so how high you are, and then it'll turn into pitch when you're in space. You then have your hydrogen fuel, your quantum fuel. Hydrogen fuel is when you're just flying around. Quantum fuel is how much fuel you're using in quantum. Then you've got your weapon sets, so 2 sets of weapons. I have mine set to 1 trigger on my pad anyway, so it fires them both at the same time, but you can have them set like set 0 and set 1, and then you can have them like left trigger, right trigger for different types of weapons, but I have them set to one trigger as it is, and I'll show you how to change these into different sets. Then you've got your lock, your auto, and you I can't remember what the third one is, but it's basically the lock basically just locks you with your ship, so wherever you turn your ship, the guns will be aiming. Then you have an auto. We don't have gimbled weapons, and with a gimbal weapon you put the gimbal on. So say you've got size 3 gun, you'd have to put a gimbal on and then a size 2 gun on that gimbal, so you bring in your thingy down, but it gives you a greater circle that if the enemy's in that circle, it will lock the pip, and you've got more chance of hitting them, and it's better for newer players. And then the other version, I can't remember what it is, I can't show you because it won't switch, but basically you can move your guns with your mouse basically. So, and it will follow you basically, and I think you can get it to follow your eyes as well and your head. Then you've got your decoys, so firing off decoys and firing off noise to avert missiles and stuff like that, and so people end up losing you. And then you've got your gun stagger there, so if I press S, that'll turn my stagger on and off, and basically what that does is it'll fire the weapons alternatively, so it'll fire the left, then the right, then the left, then the right, and if I've got it off, then it'll just fire them both together, left and right together. So that's the quick look of that. To set your weapons here into one whole thing, you have to go down into your MFDs down here, which I'm going to show you these. So down here you'll have buttons like your weapons on, power on, and all that stuff. And then you've got another like floating radar here, and then 2 MFDs here, 2 MFDs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the ship on. Turn ship on. So using the voice command to do that. And so pressing F and then looking around. So if I press F and look around, you can roll your mouse up and zoom into these MFDs and look at them. So up here at the top, you're going to have like your power heat, power law, heat weapon, threat of heat, shields are down, proximity warning, OTN, quantum fail, so like if someone pulls you out of your quantum, radar lock, missile warning, and then cool fail. So these will light up depending on whatever warning it is, so keep an eye on these, maybe look at them for your ship and see which one it is, so that you know them when you have a quick glance and it lights up. Then you've got your ship here, and these are your shields around your ship, and you can sort of move your ship around by clicking on these. Let me zoom into it. So go into menu and go back to that, to what it was, which was self status here. You can look around your ship basically like that, and then you've got your EM and your IR signatures, your name and what ship you're in. Then down here you've got your power triangle and your usage. Then down here you've got your shield quadrants, so you can set your shields to certain things. And then up here you've got the target once you have a target. But you can change these to whatever you want. So like, so if I want to click on this one here, this menu. Oh, I'll click on this menu here. So I'll put that one back to what it was, which was not self-status, power, I think it was. No, can't remember what it was. Heat. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was reset itself at some point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to weapons here and show you basically. So you've got the one gun on 0 and one gun on 1. So if I set that to 0, oh, come off that. I don't want that. Exit. If I go back into that and go back and press on that one to 0 on guns, I'll set them both to 0 by clicking on. I now have, you see at the top there, my guns are now all set to 1. And so basically that's how you set onto it. I'm going to put them back because I've got them set on just one trigger anyway, so that doesn't matter. And then you've got your missiles here. So I've got 2 size 2 infrared missiles. And then I've got, 4 size 2 infrared missiles, Ignite 2s. And then I've got Arista or whatever it's called, size 3. I've got 2 of those cross-section missiles. So that goes talking about this. So I've got basically the infrared one, which is this one. I think it's about heat. And then this one, I've got 2 cross-section ones. So 4 of these ones and 2 of these ones. So basically, depending on the other ship that I'm fighting, depends if they've got high of these, then these missiles are going to have more chance of hitting them. And then there's your system basically, and you can turn your missiles off and your guns off and stuff like that if you need to. So that's that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the base and I'm going to pick up a mission. So I'll pick up a mission first. So I'll go to our thing, and then I'm going to go to the contracts manager, and I'm going to look down here and the mercenary. And what we're going to be looking at, we'll pick up the call to arms. Always pick up the call to arms because it gives you bonuses like extra 500 per kill. And then we're going to go into the bounty hunting and have a look what we've got. So we've got this one here, suspect apprehension. This one. So what we're looking at is here, basically tracking this person, and they will fly a smaller ship. So that's what we're looking at, a very low risk target, and it'll say they were flying a small ship, and it was at the wreck site in Hurston. Just looking at these, because I'm hoping it is a ship that I've got to go on, not a person. So basically, I'll pick this one up. It's going to cost 500, and that's what you're looking for, VLRT, and we'll pick that up. Track it. You can share it and stuff as well. So there's no pin here. If we go back to the accepted, there's a pin on the call to arms. So we don't want to track the call to arms. We're going to track this one. So we're going to track that, and then there'll be a pin on it there. So that's that. So what we're going to do is going to head up to it, and then go from there. Request takeoff.
Launch complete.
You are clear to launch.
Landing gear.
Landing gear rejected.
Set full speed. Cruise control.
Thank you, and please visit again.
So you can see some of the stuff I'm doing with the voice. So we're going to get to 90 and then things should open up for us. So I'll take cruise control back off and then see if I can get to where I need to go to. 31 million away. So it's pretty far. Don't really want to be messing around over there. So let's have a look what we get. What else we've got in the here. Let's have a look what they've got mercenary wise. I don't know if that's still undetected. No. Bounty hunting. No. So we've got some service beacons. We can pick up a low one if it's close by. So it's 57. We don't want 50. It's too far away. This one will be a good one. So low threat here. So we'll grab that one. So we'll go to this low threat beacon here and track that one instead, because that one's near us. So we'll head up to that instead. So let's find that one where that one is now. Where's that gone? So let's quantum out of here.
Quantum travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
So this is Port Olisar there. So it looks like that one's crashed. There we are. Come up now.
Somebody help! These outlaws came out of nowhere and opened fire!
So I've got to get to this guy here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what before I go. I'm going to set my shields power in a sec. You'll see down in the bottom quadrant. I'll talk to you more. So if I say shield, power shields. Power shields. And what I've done is I've set my shields to full. I can do the same with my weapons and stuff like that. And I'll talk to you about that once I get into this fight here. But you'll hear me say the shields and the weapons and stuff like that along the way. Nope. So I'm going to quantum to this dude here, if it lets me. There we are. And what we're going to do is we're going to just kill the guy that's attacking him, basically. Power shields. Set 3 missiles.
My ship's completely offline. Can you cover me while I fix it?
So I'm just gonna cover this dude. I'm gonna set my SM speed down here now by rolling my mouse, and I'm just gonna protect this dude. I'm gonna look around now. So there's an enemy here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you more about the fighting in the pit and stuff like that. So I've got missiles on him, locked.
Missile lock. Missile lock.
So we hit him with one of them. So I'm gonna switch back to weapons and we're gonna fight him.
Line.
So I'm gonna set more missiles. Fire them off. Change missile type. Set 2 missiles. Set 2 missiles.
Got more bad guys on my scope.
I need to take him out. So switching back to my weapons and get onto that.
Get back here and protect me.
Whoa, I am protecting you, mate. Calm yourself down. So basically you're putting that pointer on that there. And we've got to wait for it to open up to green like that.
Shields under fire. Ammo low.
Hired you to protect me. Now get back here and protect me.
Where are ya? Come on.
Docking request initiated. Docking request denied. Ammo depleted. Kill.
Whoa, got him.
I thought I was a goner. Thanks.
Okay. Power weapons. So Let's charge up these weapons a bit now. So I'm going to talk to you. So I've got some money for that. Cool. So I'm going to talk to you about this now. So you see me blacking out. That's the G safe, that. So let me show you down here. So this quadrant here. So you've got your shield quadrant here. You've got your guns here and your thrusters here. Now, with something like these Panthers, these laser cannons or laser repeaters, they take time to charge once they run out. So what you have to do is you have to set your power to the guns so that they get priority in the power when the power is available, and the priority will be wherever this is. So if you want your guns to have priority, you'd set that there, and then your guns would have priority and they'd charge faster. And then the same with your shields would charge faster if you've got it over this quadrant, and then your booster would charge faster if you've got it in this quadrant. So I'll show you just exactly what I mean with the thruster one. So power thrusters. And by doing, I'm saying that by the way, but you can actually press F5, and each time you press it, the more it goes over to the side you want. So like shields, and so shields is F7, thrusters is F6. I'm just trying to keep my head down, and weapons is F5. And if you keep hold of one of them, it will just automatically jump to it. And then F8 will take it back to the middle, or I would say power reset. So I'm going to show you now by thrusting. I'm going to use all my boost. I'm going to go forward and use all my boost. You see at the side there on the left-hand side. And you'll see now that my boost, and when I let go, you'll see it starts going up quite slowly. I mean, it's going up at a decent speed, but if I say power thrusters, you'll see now it goes up a lot faster. So that shows, because basically I'm setting the power that's available, the thrusters have got priority to it. And then it's the same, like if I fire my guns, you'll see that at the side those Panthers are dropping down there. You'll see they'll start charging up. To power, actually, what I'll do is I'll go to power shields first, and then you'll see me. What's it called then? When I use this again, it'll go up slower. You see, it's going up slower. So I'll go back and take them weapons off again. Show you. So you saw it was going up slow there. Power shields. And you see it's going slow. Power weapons. And you saw when then it went up. Not only did it go up, but if you see there, I've got 46 on the Panthers at the moment with them set to the weapons. But if I go back to the shields, you'll see because the power priority is not on the weapons, then you have less things on it. Power shields. And you see now it's the Panthers are at 38 up here. So that shows basically the need for this power consumption thing here. And as you see, the Mantis, I only had 265 bullets, and once you run out, I run out. In Arena Commander, you can actually replenish that, but in this thing, you'd have to go to a space station to do it. So that's basics of that. Now let me see if there's another one nearby that I can pick up. And what I'm going to teach you how to fight. And basically what you're doing is you're looking at putting your crosshair over the pip. It'll start off as a small circle, and then it'll turn into a green box that you've got to put your cursor in, and once your cursor's in it and you hit and you fire, then you'll have more chance of hitting them. But there's things to it that you have to do. You have to try and bring that box as close to the target as you can by matching their speed and the way they're moving. So if they're going upwards, you need to be going upwards with them, and you'll bring that pip in closer to the target. So let's see if we can find one. So we've got a bounty hunting. Not that one. Mercenary. No, not that one. In the personal. No. Service beacon. So we've got a low one here. How far is that? 57 away, 57 away, 57 away. And we've got this moderate one, which is close by. So we can accept that one. And we'll go to that. And make sure we're tracking that one, which we are. And then we'll set off after them. So you'll see now me fighting. And what I'm talking about, basically, once his name comes up, I'm going to go and fight him. I'm waiting for his name to come. There's a bug at the moment where I'm waiting for the name to come up the top here. Hopefully it comes up. So I'm just going to wait for that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in Arena Commander and show you in Arena Commander, basically me fighting in Arena Commander. And what I'll do is I'll get a gimbled gun so you can see that the auto thing on here. And so the pip thing that I was talking about, you have what they call a lead pip and a lag pip.
Please, if you hear this, help me.
The lead pip will be in front of the person and the lag pip will be behind the person. And so basically with the lag pip, you have to try and get the pip on the target and then you can fire. Whereas with the lead pip, you have to get your crosshair onto the pip itself and then you can fire. So let's head over here and see what we've got going on.
You heard my con, that's amazing. I need some help mopping up these bastards.
Right, so I'm going to bring my SEM speed down to the SEM, and there's the person I'm looking at, and then there's the enemies. So we've got a Cutlass Black, we've got a Aurora, and then something else. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some missiles going, and then...
Contacts. Down.
So that's one of them down. Looks like. So let's go for the next one. So I've got no missiles, and to switch to my missiles, what I'm doing is I'm pressing on my modifier and my my right bumper. So where is he gone? No, it's not him I want. It's him I want. So I'm in lag pip. So I'm in lag pip now. So basically, getting my lock on him. That. See the little black, the little green thing.
It's gonna take a hell of a lot more of that to put me.
And what I'm doing is I'm just going to try and get that pip close to him, basically, by moving my character, my ship around and get as close to him as I can. And with it being lag pip, I'm going to try and get it close to him and my X close to that as well.
Don't make me laugh.
Whoa! You're running straight into me then. You see, with the lag pip one, I'm now. So by pressing my button, I can change my lag and lead pip. So lead there is where I'm trying to hit the X, the green thing. And then, oh, got hit. Let's go that. So I've got to basically get my crosser on that pip there. With the lag one, which if I switch it to lag, I've got to drag that pip, that little red dot there, onto the character. And when it turns green, I can fire, basically. So that's lag and lead pip. I can switch it with a button, me. So basically, like I'm putting it on them and I can place it where I want. And then if I press the button, I've got to put my cursor on that one for lead pip. I've got to wait for it to be green, basically. So that means matching his speed, matching his velocity, matching his distance and the way he's going and the way he's turning. So that now I'll put my pointer on that and... So I'm going to try and get close and so I match his speed so I can keep that cursor close to him. I've got to keep that cursor close to him.
Hired you to protect me. Now get back here and protect me.
I'm protecting you. So try and spin yourself round. Whoa! Try and spin yourself so you're going up to him. So when you're pushing up, basically. So I've damaged his weapons. His thruster, it look like there, and you can see in the bottom left, the bottom right there, him. That was his shields and all that
I
stuff.
thought I was a goner. Thanks.
So that's him, all smashed up now. So, if I look down now at my thing with my Moby glass and I set my power to my guns. There we are. Next fight will be better, basically. I'll have more thingies. And they'll go down, and the power of it will go down a lot less. So let's have a look at him. The thing is with the lag pip, you can move it where you want. So I could aim it at the side here. So basically he had a soft death where if he was a player, he would be able to still walk around the ship. That's so basically what I did is finished it off and killed him off basically. So basically he couldn't be rescued. He's going to go and be sent to hospital basically now. That's what I was doing there. So that's that. So that's the basics of it. You got your lead pip, your lag pip, and I'll explain more of that in the Arena Commander. But basically, that's fighting. That's your fighting, basically.
Attention. Please come to an immediate halt and hold for your vessel to be scanned.
Okay. So this is what you get with the security. Every now and then they'll be scanning you.
Okay, thanks. You're clear to proceed.
No problem. Thank you. So that's what that is basically. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to Port Olisar. I'm going to go to M1 and then over to Port Olisar, land, and then I'll jump over to Arena Commander from there.
Auto travel initiated.
So just got to wait for that quantum drive to just OK up and then things should show from there. If they don't, if you find that things don't show once you have come out of quantum, what you do is just go back to your star map and just click clear route, and that will then bring them up again for you to see.
Auto travel initiated. Quantum travel complete.
So here we go, head over to Port Olisar. So I'm going to take my thing up, and then I'm going to drop it back down to SEM speed and pull back on my stick and my boost to get a break, to get my break. Landing gear. request landing.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
There we are. Let's lower that SEM speed a bit more. Third person. And then we're going to there. Now, if you see these green lines on here in 318, now you can go over them and just keep hold of N. Oh, I'm going to crash.
You are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
So that was the voice software. I've still got to train it a little bit more. I'm saying certain words which is turning off my engines and like that. And
Have a pleasant stay.
so basically I've just got to train it a little bit more so that it pauses and it's not listening to everything I say. So there's this one that I'm using, Emily, and a different one that I've used, Voice Attack. Voice Attack, if I'm talking, it doesn't pick up the word. I have to pause, then say the word. Whereas with this, it seems to be picking up even though I'm talking. So I need to go through the software and stop it from doing that and work that out. But I know it can be done, so I'm going to go in and look at that. I haven't fully used the software in anger. This is the first time, so I'm finding little problems here and there. And basically, I'll go through that with the tech guys over there, and I'm sure the support that they'll give me will be second to none. They seem to be really good with it the other day. So yeah, that'll be good. So that's this one. I'm going to jump over now to Arena Commander and meet you guys there.
Engines online.
So before I do go over there, I just wanted to show you quickly something. So when I land, I'll normally like switch my engines off and stuff like that. And I've set it to do the software, the voice software, to do a rundown of stuff. And what it'll do is it'll set my shields on to full and then turn my engines off. And the reason and then open my doors. And the reason I've done that is because it's, you know, it saves me doing all the buttons. It just runs down the commands. So when I land normally at a place when I'm doing box missions and that, I'll generally turn my engines off, and then I'll, you know, make, just because you want to keep your power on so that you don't get shot down.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate
So if
the
I
area.
say
Thank you for
turn
your
engines
cooperation.
off,
Engines offline.
you can see basically what it's done is it's turned my
Initiating
engines
ship
off,
storage procedure.
set my power to my
For your
shields,
safety,
and
please
opened my
vacate the area.
doors. Now I'm going to get
Thank you for your
impounded now, so
cooperation.
but you can see there it's turned my engines off and then done my shields, and so basically I set that to do a sequence to basically put my shields to full by pressing and holding the shields to full button, then waiting 300 milliseconds or whatever it was, and then releasing the shields full button, which then sets the shields to full. Then it presses I to turn my engines off, and then it presses my command to open the doors. So basically by saying turn engines off, it does all of that for me. And so that's why the software is good. I'm not having to press 3 or 4 different buttons, so that's that. And you can use it on foot as well, like torch. So you can see, like, you can use it like on foot as well. And so you can go through and set your commands, torch. Right, so I'm going to go to Arena Commander and I'm going to meet you guys there. So this is Arena Commander here. You go back to the main screen and you click Arena Commander. The other one, Star Marine, is a first-person shooter that you can do multiplayer, which is good if you're into like first-person shooting games. So on Arena Commander, you've got multiplayer where you can play against other people and with other people and stuff like that, and then you've got single player. If you complete multiplayer Vandal Swarm, then you get access to some of the alien ships when they come up for sale in the pledge store. And with Pirate Swarm, when you complete Pirate Swarm during certain events, you get access to the pirate versions of the Caterpillar and the Gladius and stuff like that. So yeah, so they're worth doing. Vandal Swarm is easier than Pirate Swarm. Then you got duels and battle royales and squadron battles and classic races and free flight in the multiplayer. So I'm going to go back. So there's Arena Commander. I'm going to go back into that now. And so you've got the private one when that does come, and then you've got single player, which is unranked as well. So you've got, it comes up, you've got your classic race, which you can start, and then you can choose different places for the race. So that's a good one for learning your racing and going through the hoops. And then we've got Pirate Swarm, like I said, and then there's 2 maps on that, Dying Star and Broken Moon. And then you've got Vandal Swarm and the free flight, so if you just want to free fly around. So we'll go to Vandal Swarm, because it's easier against the ships. And we'll keep it on Broken Moon. I prefer Broken... Actually, we'll go to Dying Star, because I like Dying Star. And then what you got here is selecting your ship and renting your ship and stuff like that. So I've got an Arrow, I've got the Gladius, and I've got the Rescue, and I've got the Freelancer Max. But then you can also rent ships here. Now I've got 443,000 rental credits in my wallet. And so I can hire stuff and upgrade and stuff like that. I think the Piracies got gimbal. So let me select the Piracies. I'll just quickly show you with the Piracies, the gimbal part of it that I was talking about. And then you'll see then what I'm on about. So if I come in and I press... So it comes on. If I press B, and you'll see now, at the side here, it's gone into auto mode. And I'll press B again, and it'll go back to lock. So in lock mode, obviously you've seen me fight in lock mode. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to auto mode, but I'm going to keep my pip set at lead pip.
All systems offline.
I'm going to keep my thing at lead pip, just to show you lead pip. So you press T to target a person when you see the chevron, and you see the pip. What I'm on about is that little circle, the little red circle, and what you got to do is you got to wait for that to become a green square. And with auto, now you see that the little dotted circle now finds that automatically for me. It'll go and seek it out. So that's your gimbals basically. So that's what gimbals do. They will follow that, and you can keep that then basically. But that dot is too far. It's too far from the target. If I start firing there, more chance that I'll miss. So I'm going to stagger my guns as well. So what you got to do is you got to try and bring that in closer to them, like there, like that. And what you got to do is
Target destroyed.
you've got to sort of match their speed and their velocity and all that stuff. So I'm in a Pisces red here. This is the only way I could show you this gimbal bit that I was on about. So as soon as you see that, you go up, you'll look for the red dots, the red chevrons, and then you just press T to have that. And then basically, like I say, you... One's dead. Go for that one. And he's gone out of range. So what I'm going to do is just keep pulling him by using my thrusters and my strafing up and down and stuff like that to match him basically. And that will bring his pick closer to me then. Also, by pressing your modifier, left bumper and right bumper, you go to your
Lock.
missiles. And if you want to change, say where it's got, I've only got one missile. If you want to change the missile type, you press your right mouse button. So let's take him out. We're going to get close to him now.
Shields hit.
And so I'm going to try and keep close to him now. Keep that close to him by matching his speed and all that stuff. I'll probably die quick here because I'm in a Pisces, so it's not the best of power weapons.
Target destroyed.
Power shields. And what I'm going to do is, so missiles, once you go to your missiles, you'll get the red thing that comes around, and then you'll get 2 lots of green. And the first green means it's locked and it'll fire at it. The second green means it's more chance of it, it's more accurate. So you have to wait for the green, and then you'll see here at the side here, that's the distance. At the side here, they've got a distance thing, and it's at 3.9 at the moment. So you'll see how close you are to them. I'm at 4 now, and you'll see wait for that green, and then I'll press fire, and then I'll change. Go on, and you see that pip is quite far away from him now.
All systems offline.
All right, yeah. Woo!
All systems
No, I'm going to keep you, and then we're going to get that pip closer. That's what we need to do. Get that pip closer. Then we'll spin ourselves to match the direction he's going, so that he's going up. So the direction he's going is going up, means we go nose up basically. And then what I'll do is I'll bring that closer, and then there we are. So try and keep that pip on him basically. And that's that, you see. And what you're going to do is you'll pick up things in this when, as people die, and that you'll pick up missiles and you'll pick up weapons and stuff like that. But you'll see, you can see now the what's it called? I'm talking about the gimbled. So we try and keep that close to him, and then that's it basically. Power weapons. Alright, there you are. Try and keep that pip close to him. Keep it close to him.
target destroyed.
And there's the things I was talking about. So there's his pip, the little red dot. Bring that closer in by strafing up, and that's what I'm doing to bring it closer into him. And then I'm going to turn my so he's going to the upper. So basically he's moving upwards. And then I'll bring his pip in closer by strafing up again. And that's it basically. That's what I'm doing. And then get closer to him, all the while strafing up, matching his thing. Again, he's going to be going that way, so I'm going to turn to him, strafe up.
Engines offline. All systems
Definitely need
offline.
to sort this engine thing out. Keep turning my engines off.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Let's take him out. Is it him that's there? Not him.
Shields.
Take him out. And it's just a matter of moving around and using this to practice. A good thing to practice on this. So keep him going, so he's going up on me, and then pull round with him with my booster. Keep it in. He's gone. So this is going to give me, like, if I had the Gatling guns, the ballistic weapons, it would replenish my bullets and then give me missiles. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to back into Vandal Swarm, but this time I'm going to go in with my Gladius and just do a couple of rounds and show you, so you can see me fighting and understand a little bit more on what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do a couple of rounds with this,
Vandal
so you can see.
Swarm initiated.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
So the blue ones are your guys. You can target them and look at them. Do you see in the left-hand side, right-hand side MFD? So let's do this. So I'm going to get that pip there. And basically, because I don't have gimbals on this, I can't gimbal, so all I can do is fight him with where my ship is.
Initiated. Docking request denied.
So that's first one done. Let's look for the second one, and you'll see I've got a radar in the middle there with the blue lines on it. And if the lines are up, that means they're above you. If it's down, then they're below you. So there is one around here somewhere. I saw.
Contact. Missile. Lock. Contact.
No. There he is.
Missile. Lock. Missile. Lock.
Set 3 missiles. And you see there, I've got the number wrong on it, but I'm going to sort that out myself. And then basically that will set them 4. There's one. Set guns. Right. So I'm going to show you the missiles again. Set missiles. And so if you need to change your missile type, you see I've got the ignites that are empty there. If I need to change it, then I need to press the right mouse button to change to the next one. If you want more than one missile, you press G. And then you press Alt-G to reset it back to 1. So if you want the 2 missiles there, you just press G and then I'll add it. But like I say, I can reset missiles. Firing me there. So press T, make sure you get him targeted, and then keep that box close to him and just make sure your target's on it. And that's that basically. Who do you think you are? So while you see, that's what I was on about with couple mode. You see I'm just floating the same direction as I was. And that's because I've got the coupled mode on. Okay, that should be fine now. Move around. Now we should have what's it called. So I'm going to quickly show you the missile thing. So if I say set missiles, you can see there I can set them. Set 2 missiles. Set 4 missiles. Set 3 missiles. There we are. Set 2 missiles. Reset missiles. So to do your missiles, you can switch missile type. Switch missile type. So to switch missile type in your... That wasn't a good move. With your mouse, you press your right mouse button to switch on. To add missiles, so say I've got these 4 here, I would press G. Oh, switch missile, set 2 missiles. Set missiles. So if I want more missiles, I press G. And that'll add more. And to reset it, you press Shift and G. Or is it Alt and G? Alt and G. And that resets it back. To set your missiles in your with your mouse, you press in your mouse wheel. So I don't have that because I've got a Mac mouse, so I'm using my control, and I press my modifier and my 2 bumpers, basically top 2 bumpers. So I'm gonna got my missile mode now, and it's ready. So all I've got to do is target him. And what you got to do is you'll get this big circle, and then you'll get the 2 circles like the green. If they're red, it's out of range, and you know it's out of range because you see it here on the side here how far away they are. When you get the markers, the red means it's out of target. You're not going to get it. And then you get 2 green ones. The first green one means once it's full, it's locked. Second green one means the more round it goes, the more accurate it can be. So that's what you're going to be looking for. So press T on that to target him. And I don't know why it's firing my missiles. It shouldn't have done. So you'll see the green marker, and I'll fire that. Boom, hit him, direct hit. And then basically
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
So I've only got one of these. Alright, where is he at? So let's get fighting this now.
Missile lock.
So I'm waiting for that second green. Boom, fire that. And then switch back to my guns and look for the guy. Where he is. Power shields. So I'm going to bring him up closer, like I said. Bring him up closer. And what you've got to do here when you've got an inbound missile come up, it tells you the type of missile it is and how close it is and how many there are. And basically what you have to do is keep all the B or fire off your shafts, or whatever that is. You might have to look at whatever your shaft is. It's B on my pad. And fire off your noise and your shafts, your decoys basically, and then the missiles will go for that. So I'm using lead pip on him. So he's down here. I'm using lead pip, so the pip's in front of him. And then what I'm doing is I've got to get my marker onto his pip by basically going around and see how it'll turn green. And try and get that pip closer. Try and get that pip as close to him as you can by strafing up and left and right and all that stuff. Go in the direction he's going. Strafe up, bring it down a bit more. Go the direction he's going, strafe up, bring it down. And you see that I'm bringing that little pip in closer to him. And what we'll do is we'll pick up some ammo and stuff as we go along. So strafe it up. Strafe it up. Or left and right. Just trying to get it closer. I'll put up some more speed. There we are. So now we're close to him. Get that close. Spin him round, go up on him, bring that pip in close to him again. And what we're going to try and do this time is keep our speed a bit lower. Someone else is close to us, behind us maybe. Where is he? I'm going to try and find him. There he is. Try and keep him close to us. Keep that pip close and match his speed, bring our speed down, don't let him get away and don't let him joust, which means going back and forth at us. But we're going to catch him up now. It looks like he's chasing our guy. So I need to get some ammo when I kill one of them. So let's take this one guy. Whoa. You see the big arrow that comes up? Whoa. Spin round and go up to him.
Ammo depleted.
Whoa. Power weapons. Oh, straight into him, but killed him off. He killed me, I killed him. So it's a bit messy, this video, but hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about with it. In the comments, jump in the comments and ask me any more questions if you want about what I'm trying to tell you about the pip and keeping the pip close and stuff like that. So now we're going to look from... Someone's locked me, so there's someone nearby somewhere. Can't see him. Can't see him on my radar. There he is down there. So get close to him, match his speed, match his direction of travel. So he's going that way, so let's bring that pip closer. Boom. Get close to him. I don't know if he's injured. Power weapons. Boom. Power shields. So that's it basically. You just got to go through these waves of these people now, and that's it. Pick up ammo and stuff as you go along. Power weapons. Get closer. Coming in closer.
Contact. Contact.
I'm gonna try and keep him ahead of us like that, not too far. Follow him round. Try and keep that, like I said, up on your nose. And there we are now, so we can pick up this, have some more ballistic and missiles as well. So now we can switch to our missiles and add more missiles to it. So we've got 4 missiles basically. So let's go to the next guy. And let's switch back to our missiles and arm these 2 missiles up. And then go from there. So let's lock him. First green done. Second green. Fire.
Lock. Landing gear deployed. Docking request initiated. Docking request denied. Landing gear
rejected. Let's pick up the fuel. I don't think we need it, but we'll pick it up anyway. There he is there. Switch to missiles. Switch the other ones on. Set them to green. Double lock. Boom.
shields under fire.
Keeping close. Boom. You're out there, mate. So press T again, find where the next one is. There he is. Let's see if we can help our mate. Lock her target. Boom, fire that out of him. Pull him off our friend.
Ammo low.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
Boom. So let's bring our speed down and let's pick up some of this stuff.
Warning. There are multiple
some
hostiles inbound.
ballistic stuff there. Hey, calm yourself, engines. I need these missiles here outside of us. So 4 missiles, let's get them up and again. Swap them and 2 on that. Let them charge. And you have to wait for them to charge before you can fire them. So they charge to there now. So our guy is nearby Vixen here. Let's go through there. Firing real missiles for no reason. Let's change missiles. You see the first one's charged, second one's charged, but he's too close now for the missiles. He won't be. Just lock down, fire on. Fire it in. Much too close. He's out. Spin round for the guy that was firing at us. There he is. So I'm going to show you a setting in a sec. Oh yeah, get that repair as well. I'm going to show you a setting in a sec that helps you to keep it. If you don't have a Tobii eye tracker, it keeps an eye on the pilot, on the enemy. So if I go flying past an enemy that I've locked, it will sort of keep an eye on him. So if I go to options here and we go to game settings and down, you'll see one that's called padlock. And down here near the bottom somewhere, let's have a look here. G40, pilot. Look ahead, look ahead. So we're just looking for the one that says padlock. Where are you? Probably gone past it a couple of times, haven't I? There it is, pilot padlock. Oh, it is set to on, so I'm not too sure why it didn't do it. Maybe it's because my Tobii's on. But basically, what will happen is, as you pass someone that you've locked onto, it will sort of move his head with it. Like, so as you go past, it'll move his head and keep him in focus for you. But I've got a Tobii eye tracker, so I think that might be why it doesn't do it for me as much. I don't know. Someone may be able to tell me in the comments why. Maybe is it stopped working in this one, but it used to work in 3.17. But that's one to look out for. I have that padlock on there. Keep that in, keep him in there.
Shields under fire.
Power weapons. Just move out of the way. That's fine then.
Engines offline. Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
We've got no missiles, you see there. So we're going to catch this dude, take that off there. I made cruise control on by accident. Spin him round. Get those missiles I saw as well. There. Switch them on. hit him.
Shields under fire.
There he is.
Hostile contacts.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to lag pip as well now. I'll do it when I've got an enemy in front of me so you can see. And I'll show you basically what I mean with the lag pip of dragging it onto the person.
Inbound.
So where are we? There we are. So once I see him pop up, they're all blinded. There's one. So you see this pip there. I'm going to change it now to a lag by pressing my button. And you'll see that. Whoa.
Systems free.
Now that when I move my cursor, I'm moving the pip now, and I can basically put that on him, but I still need to use my strafes and stuff to keep so that that pip doesn't end up going too far away from my cursor. So I'm dragging it back into my cursor there, you see. So I've got to drag it into my cursor and then onto him, basically. That's what I've got to do. But the thing is having this pip is it means I can place my bullets where I want them. So if you want to damage a certain engine or a certain side, like because they've got a few different shield quadrants, you can do that with the lag one. So we'll just play in lag pipper for a bit now. So bring that lag pip over to him. As you can see, I bring it over. But I want to try and keep it close to... Oh, I didn't realise I was going so fast. Let's go. Bring it back into him and bring that lag pip up onto him. But try and keep your marker close to that lag pip, like it is there. So someone else is near me. Power shields. Take him out there. Get that. Get the repairs, get the missiles, and then take on the next dude. Power shields.
Shield down.
Them shields go up now. So let's take that, let them shields go up now. Power weapons. So them weapons go up and let's get the next guy. Bring up that pip close to him, but I need to bring it close to me as well, close to my little crosshair. Because it's too far at the moment, so I need to bring it in close like that and then bring it into him. So let's get that spanner for the health. And where are we at? So I'm going to finish after this round, basically. I'm going to finish the video. But you can see, like, where I'm at, what I'm doing. Power shields. Power shields.
Shields under fire.
Try and keep him in form, bring that bludgeon up. He got me there because the engines turned themselves off, which turned all the power off and that. So that was part of the Emily software where I'm still training it.
Stand by for
But
reintegration.
it's still worth having the software. It's really good software. But I've just got to train it a bit more and maybe choose the words better. It's just going to be trial and error, and I'll speak to the guys over at Emily about it and what we could do to change the words or make it a little bit better. But I know it trains itself over the amount of time you use it, so the more you're using it, the more it trains itself. Alright, so I'm going to finish off this round and then I'm going to call it. Hopefully you've got enough advice there. So bring him up. But, that was in lag pick, lead pick again there. Maybe you're putting your, on lag pick, you're putting your cursor or the cursor thing over them. Oh. Let's get some missiles lined up here. There we are.
Missile lock. Landing gear. Docking request initiated. Docking request denied. Landing gear rejected.
Hostile contact remaining.
So that's that, done. So I'm going to call this one. I know I've like got a few levels to go, but I'm going to call it anyway and be done with it, and then I can
Units en route.
not have you guys watch through it all. So yeah, we hope you liked that one, guys. If you did like that one, don't forget to take that punch and tickle that like button for us. Really does help us out. And don't forget to hit that bell and subscribe notification for more videos as we drop them. Hopefully you've learned some stuff on this, start doing the bounties and just in fighting alone. Obviously I was also showing you the Emily software there to help you. If you are a pad user, you can train it and have the commands and that. Like, it really helps out for the triangle power shields. It's so much easier having that. Maybe if I'm having issues with that, turning the engines off, then maybe I need to maybe take that one out or have a different word for it or figure that out, but which I will do. It's no biggie. It's just that I'm saying something that's obviously triggering it.
Engines offline.
Like that.
Engines online.
But it's fine. I'll train it more, or I'll take that command out. Because for me, the main use of it is the power triangle. So yeah, we hope you like that one, guys, and check out the Everly software. And if you do like it, you can get a 14-day trial on it, and then use the code Noobs25 and get 25% off it as well. So yeah, so we like that video, guys, and we'll see you guys out in the verse.